Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to one of the last what if reviews on this channel. I'm getting so close, and I just need to push through it at this point. So today we're going to be talking about episode 7, What If Thor Was an Only Child? And I'm just going to try and run through this. I'm not going to lie, this is one of my most disliked, if not my most disliked episode in What If. But we'll get to that, so let's just jump right in. Also, I hope you guys don't mind if I look down at my notes here for this episode, because I did watch it a while back, and considering how much I don't like it, I don't feel like going back to watch it again. But we start off with Jane and Darcy getting data for an alien invasion. Then Thor comes down to Earth like shortly after that, and they're like, "We told you so" to the government. And Thor is just like, "Who wants to party?" And so so then we get a flashback, Thor growing up without Loki in his life, because Loki was returned to the Frost Giants, and so he grew up really bored, which made him really mischievous. And so a lot of his honor that we know him for in the mainline MCU, like, it just doesn't really transfer to party Thor. So Thor is here to party, and then that's pretty much it. So when Odin goes through his Odin sleep, Frigga, Thor's mother, like, goes out to have like a good time with her girls, and she's like, "All right, Thor, like, you stay here, you study for whatever Asgardian classes you got." Thor's like, "Yeah, okay, I got you." Doesn't do that, and comes down to Earth to party. Something I did note here was that apparently Thor and Heimdall aren't really friends. I guess his mischievousness in this universe just caused a rift between them, which is sad because I like Heimdall. I think he's a cool character. But Thor takes his other new party friends down to Earth when Heimdall isn't looking, apparently. I don't know how that happened. And yeah, the party ensues. So Jane goes to talk to Thor and discovers that he destroyed a planet through like all his partying. But she swoons for him because he compliments her eyes. A little too easy, don't you think, Jane? A little bit too easy, but yeah, you know, whatever. That's her. Meanwhile, Darcy goes on a date with Howard the Duck, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about Jane too much. And she gets married to him in Vegas, so we got some interesting choices by the ladies here in this episode. Then there are a lot of Marvel characters interacting. I wrote in my notes, there are a lot of Marvel characters interacting, but who cares? I was not happy having to watch this episode again, and I feel like I'm kind of justified in writing that, because like, what do those interactions do for us other than like, oh my god, look, people from like Captain America's movies interacting with people from Thor's movies or whatever. Like, all right, and I don't know, that's just how I feel. But so after Thor takes his party from Vegas to France, Maria Hill, who is the SHIELD's acting agent after Fury gets injured while in the party. I think he just gets like punted, and I don't know what happens after that. But Maria Hill goes to talk to Jane Foster because she's like, "I see they have some kind of relationship. Let me see if I can get through to her." And so they go on the helicarrier and they talk about like what's going on, and then I think she calls Captain Marvel, and they have a pretty goofy fight, in my opinion, with both of them flying in between different countries. It was kind of like, it made me think of like a Looney Tunes-esque kind of thing. And then the craziest part of it all is that Thor beats Captain Marvel, and then she gets labeled as like a party pooper. And I don't know, like, I don't think it's bad for Marvel to have fun. I just think maybe Thor is not the character that I particularly want to have fun with, or at least not Thor that feels so well, he is nonsensical in a way, but I don't know. It just seemed very wacky, and what I was looking forward to in this What If series was, I'm sure I've said a billion times, and I'll probably say it a billion more times in the next 2 episodes. But the thing that I was looking forward to was really seeing like a major change within the Marvel universe that was actually interesting. Like, I feel like the premise of Thor being an only child is interesting, but the fact that that only makes him want to party is not very interesting at all. And it was just a wasted opportunity for me. But moving on. Let's see. I said it's kind of funny because they show up at the helicarrier already making excuses. I think I'm talking about Captain Marvel. There, but I don't know. I wrote all these a long time ago. So then Darcy says, I wish you would just. Oh my gosh, yeah. So then Darcy's like, I wish I could just tell his mom, like in like the teenager movies, which the fact that it's so like comparable to that is gross to me. But yeah, then that inspires Jane to do just that. So she calls Heimdall and then gets a device to teleport to Frigga. So then she tells Frigga, and Frigga's like, oh my gosh, you're ruining my night out with my girls. I can't believe this. I gotta go pick up my freaking stupid son. So then Thor gets everybody together on Earth because he hears that Frigga's coming. And he tries to get everybody to start cleaning up since Jane pretty much tattled on him. So then Thor fakes a study group with the help of Captain Marvel and asks Jane on a date, even though she literally just tattled on him. And then Captain Marvel, I could see why she would do that because she was already defeated at that point. What did she have to lose? But then at the end of the episode, just after Thor gets the date with Jane, Ultron / I put Vision / Ultron. I think it's just Ultron. He shows up with Vision's body. And he has some like little Ultron bot things. And that is how the episode ends. My quickest review of What If ever. Like we're sub 10 minutes for right now. There was just not a whole lot to talk about with this episode. I feel like this was more so for people who really enjoy Easter eggs. And maybe even also really enjoy maybe Loki as a frost giant, because we don't really get to see much of that in the mainline MCU. I didn't even really talk about it in the review, just because it was cool to see Loki be his normal self, I guess, or be a frost giant. But other than that, I'm like, they could have done so much with this instead of like, oh, Loki likes to party too, apparently. Like, great. Okay, let's just have a big party for the whole episode and not, like, I don't know. What do you guys think about the premise of, like, Thor just having a party episode? For me, personally, especially with What If only having, 8 or 9 episodes, I didn't want to waste an episode on just, like, hey, let's have a party and just, like, do things that normal people do. Like, that's not what I watch the MCU for. Like, even like Black Panther, or who's another person that doesn't have, like, Captain America's a super soldier, I guess, but Black Panther's got the suit. See, there's nobody really just like a normal dude, like happy, I guess. Like, that's some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff, and even then, like, they're not doing things that normal people do, or like normal like agents do. Like, it's freaking Marvel related. And so to have an episode where just like all the Marvel characters have a party, like, if the series was longer, then I feel like I might have been more okay with it. But especially getting towards the end, I'm like, this is not how you want to wrap up your series, at least not for me. And I like Thor as a character. He's not my favorite character, but I think he's nice to look at. I think he also has a cool personality too. Entertaining to watch, but does that mean I want to watch him have a party? No, I don't. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all my thoughts for this episode. I was pretty disappointed. If I scored it if I've been doing it out of 10 or out of 5, I don't know. I'll do it out of 10. If I scored it out of 10, I'd give it a solid, like, 3, I guess. And I feel like that's kind of being generous, but I'm not going to go back and watch it to bring the score down. We're just going to put it at 3 and call it that. But what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you feel like it was fitting for something that was towards the end of the series? And would you want to see a return in What If Season 2? My vote is 100% no. I don't want to see Party Thor. Party Loki I might be a little bit more open to, but I would rather not. I just feel like there's so many other worthwhile stories to tell, and maybe we'll get those with the introduction of Moon Knight. The series is currently going on as I'm recording this. Who knows when this will come out? Hopefully soon, but who knows. We've got Daredevil's in the mix now. Wilson Fisk, I think. I don't know what's going on with that. Iron Fist, Punisher, Jessica Jones. There are lots of other MCU characters to play with. Even Spider-Man with some developments that, if y'all haven't watched the movie yet, I'm sorry. We're just gonna be talking about things, you know? And I'll try to give a warning beforehand, but we're just gonna be talking about things. But yeah, hopefully season 2 will be so much better than season 1, because I'm not even through with the season 1 review, and I'm just reeling. But anyway, instead of sitting here and complaining, I am going to wish you all a nice evening or your night. Wherever, enjoy it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, like the video to help get it recommended to more people like you, and subscribe if you want to get the next notification for a new upload. And I'm telling you, after I do the review for these last 2 episodes of What If, I might just have to stream some Marvel series thoughts instead of doing like little videos, or big videos most of the time. But yeah, this series in particular drained me and disappointed me and all the things. But until then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.